Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy, Mr. Greenhand. It's a beautiful Sunday. The music is amazing from the birds chirping. The weather wasn't so great this morning, but right now it's looking fantastic. It's really starting to get the sun out now. And I decided to come down here in the allotment in the afternoon and to transplant my sweet snap peas and to show you what happened to both my sweet snap and my broad beans. And there's a plus to put up a frame for them to climb on. These are the sweet snap, the sugar snap peas. They've done really well. There's a couple of them which are struggling. There's one here and there's one here, but it's still coming through. The other ones have really done well. The germination of these ones were fantastic. I am proud of it. If I miss, if I lose a couple, I'm not too bothered. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 out of a possibility of 20. And I am happy with that because they're just going to produce food for me. And it's the most important thing. But the broad beans which are here, they didn't do so well. Let me get you guys down here to show you. The broad beans didn't do so well. I've got 1, 2 out of about 3 there. There in this tray, it didn't do so well. I've just checked on some of the seeds and I've noticed some of them are rotting, but there are some which are still trying to make their way up, and I'm still proud of them because they're going to get planted, and I'm going to replant some of them in here because you can still sow some broad beans right now. The weather isn't the best, but it's still early days for me and I'm ahead of the game. I'm going to plant out these sweet snaps right now and show you the framework that I've done. It's amazing. I'm actually really proud of myself, and that's the most important thing. I'm really doing well. Let's show you guys that, and then I'm gonna get these bad boys planted. Yeah, it's all about the beans and peas right now. Let's go. This is the first climbing frame that I did. So what I did was I clipped it to the garden beds, the boxes, because they are wooden here, and I've put a supporting one in the middle of it, and it's quite sturdy. It's really doing well, and I think it's going to hold up enough beans because obviously I will be picking some of them while they're growing. And as a little thing that I did, I basically stapled it to the pear tree. I stapled it to it. It's not going to have too much damage on it, and the best thing about them, I can remove these staples and it's going to have a lovely life, and I can change these around. And I use staples because you can remove them. I didn't want to use nails because I think the nails would split this, and this is a wooden frame and it's quite sturdy, and I think I really did a good job by actually adding in the support beam here and just giving it room to go. And it's quite a tall thing. I think it's about 6 feet, and that 6 feet is just, for me, is more than enough to grow my beans on. I'm going to plant about 3 or 4 along the back here, so I'm going to have beans growing up all the way there and other items growing in the front. I've got some onions in there already, so it's going to be more things I'm going to plant through that. But I'm going to have one more frame. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit taller. Let me bring you guys over here and to the other frame that I'm putting up right now. So I've got the main beam as a support, and let me get you guys a little bit higher so you can see it's really tall. I think probably about 8 feet. I'm going to try to get this frame on there as far as possible, going up. Literally, it's there. It's as tall as the shed. And I'm going to have the frame, and I've clipped a few extra things on the side to show some support. So I've put another one here to strengthen the ground area, and then going up the main beam, which is quite sturdy, should be able to hold it. I'm just a little bit worried if the wind does come, it might snap, but I pray it doesn't because there should be some gaps between it. So let me get the frame out and clip it to this using my staples, and you guys can have a look at how I did mine, and actually comment and tell me if I did a good job or not a good job at all. So let's get the staple gun out and throw these frames on the beam. did, I cut off the top just to limit the possibility of it falling over and breaking down. And yeah, it's not the best looking frame, but I'm sure of you, this will produce fruit. It's going to climb up all over it. Be the best looking one, but I think I did a good job in securing it, making sure it's safe, because I cut the top off, which is all the way there, and the bottom I've put the brace across the center to make sure it supports itself. So let me go grab the peas and stick them in. The broad beans I might give a little bit longer just before I actually get them in. So let me go grab them and get my hand spade and get them in. Got them. I'm going to stick them in right now. I'm just going to work out how many I will need. But what I've done before, I soak them in because I have a rain barrel here that catches natural rainwater. So I've just soaked them. So it's dripping wet right now. I've soaked them right through to make it easier to allow me to take them out of here. And I'll definitely give them another water in before, once I've planted them. I know it's a bit moist in here, but it's okay. You could do with a little bit more. I'm gonna probably put about 4 or 5 along the back here. Maybe 4. Maybe, actually I could, yeah, I'm gonna get 5 in here. Right in the corner here. So just using my finger, I just literally push at the bottom of them and just be gentle, because you don't want to break them. Let me just show you how the rooting of them have done. Look at that. Look how beautiful those rootings of these things are done. Amazing. Let me get them in there. And I don't have to put any fertilizer right now, because this is all horse manure, and underneath the bottom of this it's literally crawling with life. Literally crawling with life. Because I've basically buried a lot of food scraps from home, because I've been coming down here and just chucking it in the bottom of this, just to make sure it's always alive. Because they're going to just grow nice and amazing. Ooh, wow. This one I think was, looking at the root system, is beautiful, but it's showing a little bit of yellowness on there. I think I should have maybe planted this about a week ago, but now I'm putting them in. Matters not. But it's more important to be able to not letting your plant go too far or too late to get them in the ground. The plant will tell you and indicate when it's had enough and it wants to go in somewhere bigger and better, which is just compost, or where its permanent home is going to be. At this moment, it's going to be at the back here. I'm just going to water them in afterwards, but let me get the other ones done on the other side. I'll be doing the same thing as well. And that is the first planting of the 2023, from seed to the ground. Amazing. Look at that. I'm going to water these in, and they're going to climb up on this beautiful trellis you see right here. And let me show you quickly the other ones that I've done already on the other side without videoing it. You know what happens, sometimes you get carried away. These are the other ones on this side. I'm just going to water them in and add something to protect them from the slugs. When it starts to rain, slugs come out to play. So I'm going to put an organic slug pellet that I found, and I've always been using that one, and I've had great results from it, just to make sure I protect my plants and get something to eat in the future. So thank you very much, guys. This is your boy, Mr. Green Hands. Look after yourself, as well as you should look after the planet. I'm out. See you next time on another video from Rambo Green Hands. Stay blessed.